Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On first down, Polk. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 29, Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Polk. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Miles Boykin, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Yeah. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Hatch it. Tighten up. Hard.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
30 base. 56. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
132 fighter. Gone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Down, 18 Gator.
56. Quit talking about it and bring it.
2nd and 13. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Break.
First and 10. Check 44-yard line. 54. Crunch time, defense. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Protein spill. Yes, yes.
Check 50, check 50. Check 26, check 26.
Ready, ready.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54. I know he ain't got it. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill, kill, kill.
Look at me. Go, go.
Check safety, check safety.
Hey, orbit. Like, snap.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 70, Indy. We all knew. We all knew.
Check 24.
Topper, topper.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 24-yard line. 10 Lobo.
Check 56. There's a party now.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
36-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On third down, it's Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, Polk. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Prescott completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
We're going to 54. Why here? We're going 47. 26.
1st down, Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. 22 yards on the pickup there. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he finds Fitzgerald. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. The point after is good. And the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
They'll look to throw here. Going for Metcalf. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. He'll look to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
I got one. Mike 56.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Heavy on the edges. Under 10, under 10, 10. Watch it.
6-6, bullet high. 37, check 37. They go.
Now Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
56, right here, right here. Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56.
I got him.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right
Hey,
there.
Foxtrot.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Looking to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
That's the way.
On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Wiggles free. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, they run it with Cole. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Third and short yardage, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Hey, we go kill.
They'll run on first down. Polk. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. This is Polk. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Second and 11. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Your trick is here, baby.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Mike's 5-4. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 12. 1st down, Seahawks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Burst by him near the 35. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now pull. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On 2nd down now. Polk, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
46-yard line. Let's get it.
Throwing here, Prescott. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, 49ers.
On 1st down, Polk. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you